We have Abner Krill. They call him the Polka Dot-Man.
Polka Dot-Man? What does he do, throw polka dots at people?
Hey, Polka Dot-Man, I was hoping you'd entertain my kid's birthday party.
The first time that we meet Abner, you can see how dejected he is. It looks like he's been beat down from life, even when he's being mocked, not just by the other inmates, also by the correctional officers that are working there. And he just looks down and does nothing. And that's usually a sign of someone that has been bullied, teased, has no self-esteem, and doesn't believe in themselves. Not even enough to fight back when they're being attacked. His power is also an affliction. He walks, he's so pained, it hurts so much for him to even move. So you can really feel that empathy for something that he has to go through all the time. Think about being in that much pain constantly, and everyone looks at you like there's something wrong with you. And now you can understand why that look before of being beaten down from life and you just don't have the energy to fight back anymore.
He does throw polka dots at people.
Sorry, it's so flamboyant. I don't like to kill people, but if I pretend they're my mom, it's easy.
So this tells a lot about his personality. One is, after he has saved their lives, he apologizes. He feels bad about killing people, underplays the value of his power by saying that it is flamboyant. And then we get that little tiny piece to the trauma that he's been dealing with, that the only way that he can go through with this is believing that this person is his mom. So what kind of trauma has she done to him that in order for him to kill people, he has to think about her? And that gives us that beginning piece of he's been through a lot. Because usually your mom is the person that will protect you, love you, care for you, if you're lucky enough.
It's happening to his face again.
There's nothing. I slipped.
It's contagious, we need to know.
It's not. It's an interdimensional virus.
So again, you can see everyone's reaction to him. And if anyone has ever gone through having something that is visible and constantly having everyone comment on it, it is exhausting. You just kind of expect it. You don't feel like talking about it. You want to just be treated like everyone else. But when it is a physical change in you, one is we're kind of predisposed to notice it. Often, yes, we won't have that filter and we'll always be mentioning it and wanting to know what it is. One is, am I going to be in danger from this? And two, we are curious. You can see that for Polka Dot-Man. He's kind of done with having to tell this story. This, I think, is what builds up his strong levels of empathy and care. He's been an outcast all of his life. Even among other outcasts, he's the outcast. And I think that that makes him really appreciate other people and be more caring by nature.
My mother was a scientist at Star Labs, and she was obsessed with turning me and my brothers and sisters into superheroes. She infected me.
Where is she now?
Everywhere.
I really feel for Polka Dot-Man during the scene because his mom pretty much used him as a guinea pig for her own experiments so that she could project and be able to have children that were superheroes, and at the cost of their own well-being and mental health. And could that cause a type of trauma where you will see that person everywhere? Most of the times, not that literally. But we play out our wounds in every single other relationship that we deal with. And that's why it's so important to be able to treat it. And for him, she is everyone. And I don't think for everyone that's as literal when we go through childhood trauma. But we often then replay our fears out through all the other relationships that are around us. Yes, I think that especially in his case, this is very realistic. Not the literal sense of seeing people.
They killed Milton!
Milton was still with us?
Who's Milton?
What?
I don't remember any Milton.
He has been with us the whole time! He was a really nice guy, and he sacrificed himself to help us.
I love how much Abner feels for other people. He cares about the guy in the red shirt that suddenly falls down, that no one remembers their name, but he does. He understands being forgotten. He understands when people want to look away. And I think that all of that trauma has built up his level of care for all the other people that are around him. And I think that that's often lost, especially when you're a superhero, you're a god. What does it matter about the little people? But not for Polka Dot-Man, and I think that that's why he's so loved. He carries his heart, not just his dots on his sleeve. He's so much more than that. And he notices all the other people like him who are often forgotten.
You see who that is? It's your mom!
I'm a superhero!
And that's the culmination. It is really emotional because finally he gets to be what he had always wanted to be, but he never felt that he could. And you can see him, he's so proud, he's looking up, he's speaking up. All the way through his journey, you could see him starting to believe in himself, have his own voice, and in the end, he got to fight the one thing that he truly dreaded, which was his mom. I would think of doing this a little bit more therapeutically, but in the end, he believes that he's a superhero, and he was. And tell me, what was your favorite Polka Dot-Man scene? Did I miss any? I loved his character. I loved the development. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much, and if you did, please like and subscribe.